York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So the Steelers offense getting set. For their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. Three touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
At the 24-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 12-yard.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
1st and 10.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 71 yards. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk. About, and you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
No gain on the play.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll look to run with counter. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Given 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. But when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Steeler 1st down.
He gets it left side to Johnson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Anderson. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
The quick slant caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. 34-23, the final score. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Anthony Miller, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 35-20.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Carry for the running back.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. We'll check on his status when we get back. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
Connor. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Steelers ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinton Williams there to bring him down.
Some 13 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Johnson.
Gun now on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports.
24.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The 20. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The 11-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Complete from the contact.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Steelers.
So now Eric Ebron and the rest of the offensive unit trotting on the field. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to connect with Mims. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
38.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And New York set to take the field. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
7-yard pickup brings up second
and 3. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. They'll run here with Connor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here.